Oh, hi. I'm touching on this because someone asked me what is the impact of sleeping with someone's husband and becoming someone's slave queen or Mpango Kando. You know what I responded to them? What I said is that some of you, like you don't need salvation. All you need to know is the truth, and the truth will set you free. You see, nowadays people are becoming more spiritually enlightened. It's not like way back when people were just the way they are. Someone right now knows if I go to a witch doctor and someone is sleeping with my husband, I have options. You see, before people went to a witch doctor, like ladies, they went to a witch doctor and they tell them, my husband is sleeping with someone outside, and I want him to stop sleeping with them. But nowadays, because of the engagement in spiritual things, people now know they have an option. I know that if I'm a woman and my husband is sleeping with a slave queen, I know instead of bewitching my husband, whereby I go to a witch doctor and he tells me, put this and this to on his food and he will stop cheating. I know that I can go to a witch doctor and I say I want that slave queen's life. I can go to that witch doctor and say, I want that slave queen to run mad. Yes. How will I do that? Okay, let me tell you. Before, if someone came and stole my television, the only thing I could go and do to a witch doctor is I would go and tell them, please, my television was stolen and I want it back. Then what would happen is bees would attack that person and that person would bring the TV with the surrounded by bees, you know that stuff. But now, if you came and stole my TV, like for me, I'm spiritually enlightened. I know I have options. I can go to a witch doctor and say, I don't want my TV back, I just want your life. So, why it is risky nowadays compared to before is because people are, they know their rights when it comes to spiritual things. They have learned spiritual, they are getting spiritual knowledge from here and there. Me personally, I did not say I can visit or I can consult a witch. Don't get me wrong, but I'm telling you because I'm enlightened. I know what can happen and the impact and the risk that is there. So let me give you an example. If you came and you stole my husband, normally what a witch does is they ask you, what do you want me to do for you? And when you go to a witch doctor, they don't give you the options that you have. They ask you, okay, I can see you have this problem, so what do you want me to do for you? And when now you tell them, because my husband is sleeping somewhere out, and he's sleeping with some girl, and I want her life, what the witch doctor does is they do some incantations, they call the spirit, and now they order the spirit to take someone's life. You see, the devil came to steal, to kill, and to destroy. So when a slave queen tells me that I cannot die because God hasn't said so, you look at them and you think, are you out of your mind? Don't you know? Don't you haven't you learned spiritual things? Don't you know exactly what is happening? You see, the devil has the right to kill, to steal, and to destroy. That is what he does. So, in such a situation, let me explain to you what will happen so that he kills you. In such a situation, what will happen? I explained to that lady like that. In such a situation, uh, the witch doctor will do the incantations. They call the spirit. When the spirit arrives, even the spirit, when the spirit, they don't ask you, they don't give you option, or they don't ask you, they don't tell you what to do. They ask you, what do you want me to do for you? So you'll tell the spirit, I want the life of that slave queen. First, when the spirit comes, the spirit is an evil spirit. It's the devil himself. So when the spirit comes, every witch doctor needs to know how to protect themselves. Protecting yourself is like you hear a witch doctor telling you, go and bring maybe a goat, a white goat, a white chicken, something like that, so that now you can. They are supposed to be blood. I don't know what they do, but I've never been there. I don't know what they do, but they have to protect themselves so that when the devil comes, when they do the incantations and they call the devil will come. The first thing the devil does when he comes is he checks the surroundings. Have you protected yourself? If you have not protected yourself, he has the right to take. He can take your life and the witch doctor's life. But most of the witch doctor, to become a witch doctor, you have to know this. These are basics. So you have to know how to protect yourself. So when the devil comes, he looks around and he sees you're protected yourself. What he does is asks you, okay, what do you want me to do for you? Now, the lady will tell the devil, I want the life of Madame So and so because she's sleeping with my husband. And the devil will just look like, in spiritual form, in spiritual world, or in spiritual realm, there is no today, tomorrow, there's no time, there's no yesterday. So when the lady tells the spirit that someone is sleeping with my husband, the spirit will see automatic. It is like it's happening at that particular moment. The spirit has the power to see exactly. That's why the spirit cannot go wrong. You cannot send a spirit to someone who stole and it mistakes, it goes to another person. So when the spirit sees that there is a slave queen who sleeps with your husband, the spirit will say, okay, consider it done. What the spirit will do is, the spirit is the devil. That's why it's called the accuser of the brethren. What the accuser does is he takes files, and the first thing he does, he goes straight to God. And he tells God, let me tell you, spirits speak to God. They speak like the way I'm speaking to you. They speak to God that same way. You remember the time of Job. The devil, God told the devil, you can do everything you want, but don't take his life. So they communicate the same way I'm communicating to you. So when the devil goes with his files to God, he says, I want to take his life. I want to take Madame So and So's life. And God asks him, why do you want to do it? And the devil says, there's a lady who came to me for help. And if he believed in you, he would have come to you for help. But he came to me. And the Bible says, the devil knows the Bible more than you, even more than anyone who knows anyone on this earth. And now the devil tells God, the Bible says, it is written, I came to steal, to kill, and to destroy. So you cannot interfere with my work. You cannot interfere with me killing this lady. Because someone came to me and they needed help. And I cannot offer what I don't have. I'll only be able to offer what I have. And death is part of what she asked me. And this I can offer. Then God will ask him, now, you know what the devil is doing? Is trying to tie God's hands. Then God will ask the devil, now, this lady, she's a good lady and all that. Then the devil will tell God, no, 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 listen here. It is written, the wages of sin is death, isn't it? Now you want to go against what you have already written in your book. What it is you want to go against the laws because of this lady? And that way the devil has tied God's hands. God cannot go against the law. You see everything written in that book, he cannot go against the law. That's why I tell people there are laws in the spiritual realm. In the spiritual realm, even God himself cannot go against those laws, even if he is God. Whatever is written is written. So after the devil tells the God like that, he has tied God's hands. From that's why it's called the accuser. Now he has accused you and he has the proof and he has everything. So what will happen next is that God has nothing, there's nothing God can do. The only thing that God can do to save you is to give you a mind of not sleeping with that man. For instance, you are going to sleep with him tomorrow, and God gives you a mind of not sleeping with them, or you get an accident, and if something happens that you will not sleep with that man. But now, after that, the devil now drops down and waits on you. I tell you, in spiritual realm, when you're sleeping with someone, you think you're the two of you. It's like a boxing match. You think you're the two of you, but around you, everyone is watching. Like all the spirits are watching, including God. You hear spirits say, "Ah, can you see what is happening?" And it's like a basketball court whereby there are so many people watching, and the only two teams are playing. So the spirits can be able to see exactly what you're doing. So what will happen is that the when the devil comes back to earth, now he'll be waiting for you. The minute you sleep with that man again, now the devil has, the devil will not come without a legal right. He will come with that legal right to take your life. That's why you find so many people, young girls, are dying, and you wonder what is happening. This is called premature death. And because people think that death is just death, they don't know the effect of the spiritual realm compared to how the spiritual realm is affecting the physical realm we are living in. They believe, that lady just died. But now, when the devil enters you, he confuses your mind. You find a lady walking in the middle of thick road, and she's hit by a car, and you wonder, hey, how did it happen? Yes, so that's how the devil is able to take your life, just like that. And people say, hey, me, I love God, God takes care of me, I cannot die even before God has to say, and blah. They say nonsense. The devil uses something called sin. Let me give you an example. You remember when, what were they called? Um, Balak and Balaam, something like that. Yeah, the king told Balak, was it Balaam or something like that? He told him, "Now go curse the Israelites," and they said, "I cannot curse what God has blessed." And he told him again, "No, I've employed you, I've given you money to go and curse them." And he said again, "I cannot do that." He came with the same message. "I cannot curse what God has blessed." And then he thought, and he told him, "But there's something we can do about it." And the king was like, "Oh, okay, so tell me more. Tell me what we can do." So the prophet told the king that now we can send them prostitutes, and once they sleep with those prostitutes, now this shield that God has put around them is able to be broken, and the curse can get them. So that's what they did. They sent a prostitute to the Israelites, and when the Israelites slept with those prostitutes, what happened? The shield that God protects them with was broken, and the curse was able to find them. So that's why I tell you, right now everyone is protected by God. But the only way to break that protection is through something called sin. And with sin, once that protection is broken, once the devil tempts you and that protection is broken, you are at his hands. The reason why the devil doesn't kill some people is because he needs you alive more than he needs you dead. So, and because he hasn't been requested, the devil needs something that is called legal right. That's why if you steal something from someone, he goes to a witch doctor, and they call the devil, and the devil comes to you. The devil has, if you ask what happened, he will say, "It's someone who sent me." So, ladies, nowadays, because women out there, or older women, are becoming more spiritually enlightened, and they are teaching each other. That's why it's very dangerous to go and try to be a Mpango Kando for someone, because it means your life, it is at their hands. They can decide to take it. They can decide you'll go crazy, and they can also decide to just break the relationship. But most of them nowadays, they are not breaking that relationship just like that. They want you to pay for it, and you will pay with your life. So take care of that, and I'll be speaking to more about the spiritual realm, so that we can teach each other on things that happens and why they happen, and we think it's just normal, and it's not. These things the church will not tell you. So let's meet on the other side, on the other side, as we talk about the spiritual realm. Thank you for that.